You're Drifting Off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids. WSLP, please baseball.
The Northwoods Baseball Radio Network presents Sleep Baseball. Tonight, from Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan, it's the South Haven Ravens hosting the Cadillac Cars of Cadillac, Michigan. And now your host, Wally McCarthy. Good evening, friends. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you once again. And this evening we are broadcasting from beautiful Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan, as the South Haven Ravens play host to the Cadillac Cars. And it is a perfect night for a ball game. 74 degrees at game time with a gentle breeze blowing out towards Lake Michigan. There's a friendly crowd on hand this evening. Let's take a look at the starting nine for the visiting Cadillac Cars. Leading off, second baseman Flipper Cortez. Batting second and playing center field, Fritz Ortega. Philip Nakamura will bat third, playing first base. Catcher Giovanni Gasparo will bat cleanup this evening. Giovanni is back in the lineup after a short trip back to his hometown of Bovolenta, Italy. And they welcomed him back with Giovanni Gasparo Day. He's something of a hometown hero. Producer Phil talked to him about the trip before the game. Phil, remind me of Giovanni's statement.
He said he felt like a special duck on a magical pond.
A special duck on a magical pond. Giovanni certainly has a way with words. Batting fifth, right fielder Gabriel Palomar. Gilligan Parker will bat sixth, playing left field. Third baseman Shiny Patterson will bat seventh. Batting eighth, shortstop Pinky Slauson. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Rolando Padalina. This is Padalina's first start in our league, just acquired by the Cars from a beer league in Lake City, Michigan. His teammates call him La Ropa, thanks to his colorful fashion sense. And the Cadillac Cars are managed by veteran skipper Bud Powell. Those are the Cars. Here are the Ravens. Center fielder Jerry Durante will lead off. Third baseman Brandon Carlisle will bat second. Steve McDykel will bat third in right field. First baseman Shecky Washington will bat cleanup. Batting fifth, left fielder Sherman Hawkins. Shortstop Ricky Corrado will bat sixth. Batting seventh, second baseman Hector Pena. Catcher and manager Hap Bronswell will bat eighth. And batting ninth, starting pitcher Whitey Flatbush. Flatbush enters tonight's contest with a record of 5-4, with a 4.68 ERA. And we'd like to give a warm welcome to the new official scorer here at Sylvan Field, Paige Bertram. We know she'll do a great job keeping the scorebooks accurate. Welcome aboard, Paige Bertram. And a reminder to visit sleepbaseball.com. Keep up to date with the goings-on in our league, drop us a line, or visit our exciting gift shop. That's sleepbaseball.com. All right, Crew Chief B.R. Montebianco has signaled that it's time to play ball, so we are officially underway here at Sylvan Field. And Flipper Cortez will lead off for the Cars against Whitey Flatbush. And the pitch to Cortez. And he takes a curveball for a called strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled, backing out of play. 0-2. And the 0-2. Grounder back to the mound. Flatbush scoops it up and tosses to first to retire Cortez for out number one. Base is empty. One away for Fritz Ortega. And the pitch. Hard grounder past a diving Carlisle. And that's a one-out single for Fritz Ortega. Runner on first. One away for Philip Nakamura. And the pitch. Grounder through the right side. And Nakamura is aboard with a base hit. Ortega will end up at third. Runners on the corners now. One away for Giovanni Gasparo in the cleanup spot. And the pitch. Fastball low and in for ball one. And the 0-1. Popped up shallow right. Pena is camped under it. And he puts the squeeze on it for out number 2. Runners on first and third. 2 down for Gabriel Palomar. And the pitch. And that curveball paints the corner for a called strike 1. And the 0-1. And that curveball misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1. Chopped foul of third. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Carlisle has it, and he flips to second to retire Nakamura to end the inning. The Cars strand a pair in the top of the first, and after a half, it's Cadillac nothing. Ravens coming up. We'll be back in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, it's Dana Dedrick, and I'm thrilled to bring you Love Notes, where we blend the best of smooth jazz and relationship advice to create a cozy late-night listening experience. Finding love and keeping it doesn't have to be so mysterious. Tune in weeknights at 10 p.m. to unwind with some mellow melodies and get tips on how to build and maintain healthy relationships. Love Notes, weeknights at 10 p.m. on WSLP, Big Rapids.
And welcome back with us from Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan. Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil back with you. No score as we begin the bottom of the first. And Jerry Durante will step in against Rolando Padalina. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Changeup misses just outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard smash foul down the third baseline. And the ball boy makes an outstanding play down there. And he gets a nice round of applause from the fans. And the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball center field. Ortega will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 1. One away, bases empty for Brandon Carlisle. And the pitch. Line drive into the gap in left center. And that's a one-out single for Brandon Carlisle here in the bottom of the first. One away, runner on first for Steve McDykel. And the pitch. Fly ball drifting foul. Palomar on the run. And he makes a spectacular catch in foul territory for out number 2. Two down, runner on first for Shecky Washington in the cleanup spot. And the pitch. High fly ball, shallow left. Palomar is there. And he makes the catch to end the inning. And it's a scoreless game at the end of 1 here in South Haven. We'll be back with the second inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Winston T. Winston, President of WSLP Radio. I'd like to invite you to the Big Rapids Airport Lounge for a special night of fun and brevity with Frank Gilbert. It's WSLP night on the main stage, and fun is guaranteed for all. The 2-for-1 margaritas go well with the comedy stylings of Frank Gilbert and Fritz Ortega's Super Nachos. I hope to see you at WSLP night at the Big Rapids Airport Lounge. Save a seat for me, Winston T. Winston.
Top of the second here at Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan. It's a scoreless contest, and Gilligan Parker is due up against Whitey Flatbush. And the pitch to Parker. Bouncer to third. Carlisle picks it up. Long throw to first. And that's in time to retire Parker for out number 1. Base is empty. 1 away for Shiny Patterson. And the pitch. Curveball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. Fastball low and outside. 1-1. And the 1-1. Line drive to center. Durante racing in. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Base is empty. 2 down for Pinky Slauson. And the pitch. Curveball called, strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch. Fastball high and tight. 1-1. The 1-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Chopper to short. Corrado handles it and fires to first to retire Slauson for out number 3. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Whitey Flatbush here in the second. And it remains a scoreless game. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
And welcome back with us on WSLP AM and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from beautiful Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan. No score as we begin the bottom of the second. And Sherman Hawkins will step in against Rolando Padalina. And the pitch to Hawkins. Fastball in there for a called strike one. And the 0-1. And that fastball misses just outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul down the third base line. 1-2. And the 1-2. Curveball misses low. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low curve. And Hawkins is down on strikes. Bases empty. One out for Ricky Corrado. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater, and Corrado strikes out for out number 2. And Hector Pena steps in with 2 out, nobody on. And the pitch. Curveball runs inside. Ball 1. And the 1-0. Fly ball deep right. Palomar will have room. And he makes the catch to end the inning. Rolando Padalina sets them down in order here in the bottom of the second. And it's still a scoreless game here at Sylvan Field. We'll be back with the third inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is is Salty Sal of Salt City Confections. In addition to our world-famous popcorn balls, try our bonbons, rock candy, and nut-covered sweetmeats. We're located on the Manistee Riverwalk next to the world's largest cupcake. Salt City Confections, your confection connection.
Top of the third here in South Haven, scoreless game, and Rolando Padalina is due up in the pitcher spot for Cadillac against Whitey Flatbush. And the pitch. Curveball called strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1. Hard grounder to first. Washington handles it and steps on the bag to retire Padalina for out number one. Bases empty. One away for the top of the Cadillac order, Flipper Cortez. Cortez grounded out in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Hammered foul and into the stands. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball low and in. 2-2. And the 2-2. Popped into center field. Routine play for Durante. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Nobody aboard. 2 down for Fritz Ortega, who singled in the first inning. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball called a strike. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Curveball down and away. 1-2. The 1-2. And that curveball is in the dirt. 2-2. And the 2-2. Fastball misses just outside. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Ortega strikes out to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for Whitey Flatbush here in the top of the third, and it remains a scoreless contest. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
And we're back from Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil reporting. No score as we begin the bottom of the third, and Hap Bronswell steps into the box against Rolando Petalina. And the pitch to Bronswell. Curveball in there for a called strike one. And the 0-1. And that curveball misses low and outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit into right. And Bronswell is aboard with an opposite field leadoff single. Nobody out. Runner on first for the pitcher's spot, Whitey Flatbush. And the pitch. Flatbush shows bunt, and that's a slider in the dirt. 1-0. And the 1-0. And he looks at a fastball for a called strike. 1-1. And the 1-1. And instead, Patalina will toss over to first to check on Bronzewell, but he's back safely. And the pitch. Bunted right side. Patalina picks it up and fires to first to retire Flatbush. But he moves the runner up as Bronzewell is safe at second base. One away, runner on second for the top of the Ravens order, Jerry Durante. Durante flied out in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike one. And the 0-1. Curveball misses low. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Fastball up and away. 2-1. The 2-1. Popped foul down the third base line and out of play. 2-2. And the pitch. And that's a slider in the dirt, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch to Durante. High fly ball, right field. Palomar is there. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Runner on second. 2 outs for Brandon Carlisle, who had a single in the first. And the pitch. Fastball misses wide. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball down and in. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Base hit into center field. Bronswell on the move with the pitch, rounding third, and the throw at the plate. And Bronswell slides in just ahead of the throw. And the Ravens break the ice here in the third, and they now lead 1-0. And that's an RBI single for Brandon Carlisle. Runner on first, 2 outs for Steve McDykel. And the pitch. Fastball called, strike one. And the 0-1. Curveball misses low and inside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that curveball paints the corner for a called strike two. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low bender. And McDykel strikes out to end the inning. But the Ravens get on the board thanks to an RBI single by Brandon Carlisle. And as we head to the fourth, it's Ravens 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Ed Uncle Hat, and I'm here to talk to you about Ed Warren's House of Sleep. Ed and his wife Beatrice are going to have a big sale over there at the House of Sleep, the biggest one they've ever had. The pole barn's full to the rafters again, and they need your help clearing out a room, making space for new inventory. Special guest Wally Bozeman III, the Northwoods baseball radio organist, is going to be there. And Newman, the dancing bear, will be there too. So bring your kids. Remember, you don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Warren's House to sleep.
Top of the fourth here at Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan. The Ravens leading 1-0. And Philip Nakamura will step in against Whitey Flatbush. Nakamura had a base hit in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And a 1-0. Curveball called a strike. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. And he takes an awkward hack at that inside curveball. 1-2. And the 1-2. Slider in the dirt. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball high and tight, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater, and Nakamura is down on strikes. One away, bases empty for Giovanni Gasparo. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. And that one grazes Gasparo on the arm, and he'll trot down to first. And Gabriel Palomar will step in. Runner on first, 1 out. And the pitch. Fastball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. Fouled, backing out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball runs high. 1-2. And the 1-2. Off-speed pitch, high and outside. 2-2. The 2-2. Popped up on the infield. Corrado calling for it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Runner on first, 2 down for Gabriel Palomar, who grounded out in the second inning. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside for ball 1. And the 1-0. Chopper to second. Corrado scoops it up and steps on the bag for the force at second for out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, it remains Ravens 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Gent Fredner, Mayor of Big Rapids. I'd like to invite you to tune in to the Quid Cities Celebrity Golf Invitational, or even better, join us in person. Guests include Galvin McLeod Jr., Blinky Malone, Fritz Ortega. Oh, and did I mention Beans Captain Bender Sorensen? Join me, Gent Fredner, Quid City Celebrity Golf Invitational, only on WSLP.
And welcome back with us on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan. South Haven leading Cadillac 1-0 as we begin the bottom of the 4th. And Shecky Washington will step in against Rolando Padalina. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Lined into right. And that one will drop in. And that's a leadoff single for Shecky Washington here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on first. Nobody out for Sherman Hawkins, who struck out in the 2nd inning. And the pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Line to deep left. Palomar drifting back. And he makes the catch on the warning track for out number 1. Runner on first. One away for Ricky Corrado. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. And the 0-2. Slider in the dirt. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Another slider in the dirt. Gasparo does a good job holding on to that one, and it's 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a low fastball, and Corrado is down on strikes. Two down, runner on first for Hector Pena, who flied out in the second inning. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball in there for a called strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Slider misses outside. 2-1. And the 2-1. Fouled back and out of play. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball called strike 3 to end the inning. The Ravens strand a man on first here in the fourth, and it remains Ravens 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with the fifth inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the fifth here at Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you on WSLP AM. Ravens leading 1-0 as we begin the top of the 5th. And Shiny Patterson will step in against Whitey Flatbush. Patterson flied out in the 2nd inning. And the pitch. Curveball misses low and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball called a strike. 1-1. And the 1-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball high and tight, and Patterson dances out of the way of that one. 2-2. And the 2-2. Slider in the dirt. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Fastball called a strike on the corner, and Patterson is down on strikes. Base is empty. 1 away for Pinky Slauson. And the pitch. Looped into shallow left, and that one will fall into the gap for a base hit. And Slauson is aboard with a 1-out single. 1 away, runner on first for the pitcher's spot, Rolando Padalina. And the pitch. Bunted back to the mound. Flatbush picks it up and fires to first to retire Padalina. And Slauson will advance to second. Two down. Runner on second for the top of the Cadillac order, Flipper Cortez. Cortez is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Curveball up and away. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball down and in. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Curveball low and outside, and Flatbush falls behind 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch. And that curveball is called a strike. 3-1. The 3-1. Grounder to short. Corrado scoops it up and fires to first in time to retire Cortez for out number 3. After 4.5, it remains Ravens 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Timbuk 3 AV, specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. Timbuk 3 AV.
And welcome back with us on WSLP AM and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from Sylvan Field here in South Haven, Michigan. The Ravens leading Cadillac 1-0 as we begin the bottom of the 5th. And Hap Bronswell will step in against Rolando Padalina. Bronswell had a base hit and scored the game's only run in the 3rd inning. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a bender in the dirt. And Bronswell is down on strikes. One away, base is empty for Whitey Flatbush in the pitcher's spot. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Curveball swung on and missed. 0-2. And the 0-2. and a miss on a low curve, and Flatbush is down on strikes. And that's the 6th strikeout of the game for Rolando Padalina. 2 down, bases empty for the top of the Ravens order, Jerry Durante. Durante is 0 for 2 so far this evening. And the pitch. Hard grounder up the middle. And that's a 2-out single for Jerry Durante here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner on first. 2 down for Brandon Carlisle, who is 2 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. And Padalina will fire over to first to keep Durante honest, but he's back in safely. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 2-0. And the 2-0. And that curveball is called a strike. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses down and in, and Padalina falls behind 3-1. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch from Padalina. Swing and a miss on a high heater, and Carlisle strikes out to end the inning. With 5 in the books, it remains Ravens 1, Cars nothing. We'll be back with the 6th inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey kids, this is Blink Rederson. I'm here at Ted's Fishing World, and I just want to say they've got some great deals for people that like to fish or wish they could fish. They have reels, and they have lures, and they have bait. RLB, they call it. You can get the RLB special 25% off if you mention my name, Blink Rederson. Ted's Fishing World. If fishing's in your head, trust Ted. Ted.
It's the top of the 6th inning here at Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan. And it's a beautiful night for a ball game here on the shores of Lake Michigan. South Haven leading Cadillac 1-0. And Fritz Ortega will step in against Whitey Flatbush. Ortega had a base hit in the first and struck out in the fourth. And the pitch. And Ortega drops down a bunt, and that will roll foul of third, 0-1. And the pitch. Fly ball right center. McDykel drifting in. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Base is empty. 1 away for Philip Nakamura. Nakamura is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the first and a strikeout in the fourth. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Grounded fouled on the first base line. 1-1. The 1-1. Curveball fouled into the stands on the first base side. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fastball high and tight. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball center field. Durante will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Base is empty. 2 outs for Giovanni Gasparo. And the pitch. Lined into left center. And that one will drop in for a 2-out single for Gasparo here in the 6th. Runner on first. 2 down for Gabriel Palomar, who is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball up and away for ball one. And the 1-0. Slider misses wide. 2-0. And the 2-0. Curveball called a strike. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Slider misses up and in, and Flatbush falls behind 3-1. And the pitch. Hammered foul down the third base line. And another piece of fancy leather work for the ball boy down the line. And he gets a nice round of applause. Three and 2 to Palomar. And the payoff pitch. And that curveball misses way outside. And that's a 2-out walk for Palomar here in the top of the sixth. And Gilligan Parker will step in. 2 down, runners on first and second. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Carlisle calling for it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. As we head to the bottom of the sixth, it remains South Haven 1, Cadillac nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is the Reverend Ira Gay for the Buck Stop Inn Community Theater. I hope you'll join me for their production of Our Town. The Buck Stop Inn Community Theater. Making things happen.
And welcome back with us from Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan. The Ravens are on top 1-0 against Cadillac as we begin the bottom of the 6th. And Steve McDykel steps in against Rolando Padalina. McDykel flied out in the 1st and struck out in the 3rd. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that curveball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Popped up right side. And that one will knuckle foul and into the stands. 1-2. And the 1-2. Grounder to short. Slauson scoops it up and fires to first in time to retire McDykel for out number 1. Base is empty. 1 away for Shecky Washington, who is 1 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball high and tight. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball misses low and outside. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Hammered foul and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 2-2. And the 2-2. Fastball misses low. Full count. And the payoff pitch. And that slider misses wide. And Shecky Washington is aboard with a 1-out walk here in the 6th. And Sherman Hawkins will step in with a runner on first and 1 away. And the pitch. Curveball taken down and in for ball 1. And now Catalina is charged with a balk as he stepped forward off the mound after shaking off a few pitches. And Washington will trot down to second base. And now the 1-0 to Hawkins. And that's a fastball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard grounder up the middle, and that's past a diving Cortez. Washington hustling, and he'll come in to score from second, and that's an RBI single for Sherman Hawkins, and the Ravens get another run across, and they now lead 2-0. Runner on first. One away for Ricky Corrado. And the pitch. Curveball in the dirt. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball misses low. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Curveball low and outside. And Catalina falls behind 3-0. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 3-1. And the 3-1. Curveball called strike 2, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a low fastball, and Corrado is down on strikes. Runner on first, 2 outs for Hector Pena, who is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. fastball misses high. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt. And Pena strikes out to end the inning. With 6 in the books here at Sylvan Field, it's Ravens 2, Cars nothing. We'll be back with the 7th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 7th here from Sylvan Field. South Haven leading Cadillac 2-0. And Shiny Patterson will step in against Whitey Flatbush. And there's been a defensive change for the Ravens. There is a new left fielder. And I'm afraid I don't know who that player is. His uniform might be called comically oversized. And producer Phil points out that is Billy Rudolph out there. He was the ball boy in the previous innings of tonight's contest. And he's apparently been signed by the Ravens. At 13 years old, I'm going to go ahead and say he's the youngest player in league history. All right, Patterson fouls off the first pitch from Flatbush, 0-1. And the 0-1. And that's driven into the gap in left. And that's a leadoff single for Shiny Patterson here in the 7th. Runner on first. Nobody out for Pinky Slauson, who is 1 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Chopped foul down the third base line. 0-2. And the 0-2. Popped up in foul territory. Carlisle will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Runner on first. 1 down for Rolando Padalina in the pitcher spot. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Skied foul and into the stands. 1-2. And the 1-2. Bunted back to the mound. That will move the runner up. Flatbush scoops it up and fires to first to retire Padalina. Runner on second. 2 outs for the top of the Cadillac order, Flipper Cortez. Cortez is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball misses wide. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Washington has it and steps on the bag to end the inning. And as we head into the stretch, it remains Ravens 2, Cars nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed Uncle Hat. My good friends at Ed Horn's House of Sleep asked me to drop by and talk to you a minute about their mattresses and other sleep-related items. Beds, headboards, nightcaps, and essential oils. They just added the essential oils last week. Ed Orn's wife, Beatrice, got over there, and she's really into the essential oils. She makes her own. They have a few little tubs out back. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Ed Orn's House of Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Orn's House of Sleep. Ed Orn.
And welcome back with us from Sylvan Field here in South Haven, Michigan. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you on WSLP AM. Bottom of the 7th, South Haven leading Cadillac 2-0, and Hap Bronzewell will step in against Rolando Padalina. Bronzewell had a base hit in the 3rd and struck out in the 5th. And Padalina's pitch. Curveball low and in, 1-0. And the 1-0. And that curveball misses wide, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball up and away, and Padalina falls behind 3-0. And the 3-0. And that's a slider in the dirt. And Bronzewell draws a leadoff walk here in the 7th. Runner on first. Nobody out for Whitey Flatbush in the pitcher's spot. And the pitch. And Flatbush lays down a perfectly executed bunt. Bronzewell will advance to second. Padalina firing to first just in time to retire Flatbush. Runner on second. One out for the top of the Ravens order, Jerry Durante. Durante is 1 for 3 this evening with a base hit in the 5th. And the pitch. Fastball misses low, 1-0. And the 1-0. Popped up center field. Ortega is camped under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Runner on second. 2 outs for Brandon Carlisle, who is 2 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses high and tight. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 2-1. And the 2-1. Fly ball, deep center. Ortega racing back. And that one is going to bounce off the center field wall. Bronswell will come in to score. And that's an RBI double for Brandon Carlisle. And the Ravens now lead 3-0. And Steve McDykel steps in with 2 down and a runner on second. And the pitch. Chopper to short. Slauson handles it and tosses to first to retire McDykel to end the inning. But the Ravens put another run on the board, and with 7 in the books, it's South Haven 3, Cadillac nothing. We'll be back with the 8th inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. This is Winston T. Winston, President of WSLP. I would like to cordially invite you to WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax. Look for the large circus tent and the clowns making balloon sculptures. Balloons provided by Mr. King's Party Goods. There will be hot dogs and chips and snow cones and cotton candy, blue and pink flavors. Please join me, Winston T. Winston, Wally McCarthy, and Blink Redderson, and other special guests to be announced at WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax this weekend. Thank you.
Top of the 8th here at beautiful Sylvan Field on the shores of Lake Michigan. The Ravens leading Cadillac 3-0. And Fritz Ortega steps in against Whitey Flatbush. Ortega is 1 for 3 with a base hit in the first. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. And the 0-2. Fastball misses low. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Chopper is short. Corrado has it and flips to first to retire Ortega for out number 1. Base is empty. 1 out for Philip Nakamura. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball low and outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball paints the corner for a called strike 2. And the 1-2. Fastball misses high. 2-2. And the 2-2. Roller to second. Pena gloves it and fires to first to retire Nakamura for out number 2. Base is empty. 2 outs for Giovanni Gasparo. And the pitch. Fly ball right side. McDykel is under it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. 8 scoreless innings pitched by Whitey Flatbush. And as we head to the bottom of the 8th, it remains Ravens 3, Cars nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
And welcome back with us on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from Sylvan Field. The Ravens leading 3-0 as we begin the bottom of the 8th. And Shecky Washington steps in against Rolando Padalina. And the pitch. Driven to deep right. Palomar on the run. and he makes the catch on the warning track for out number 1. Bases empty, 1 away for Billy Rudolph. And this will be Billy's first professional plate appearance. He was the ball boy earlier this evening. And the pitch. Popped up over the dish. Gasparo calling for it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Bases empty, 2 outs for Ricky Corrado. Corrado is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts this evening. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball called a strike. 0-2. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss on a low curve, and Corrado strikes out to end the inning. Catalina sets them down in order here in the bottom of the 8th, and it remains South Haven 3, Cadillac nothing. We'll be back with the 9th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 9th here at Sylvan Field. South Haven on top of Cadillac 3-0. And Gabriel Palomar will step in against Ravens closer, Masaki Harrington. And Harrington's pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Broken bat flare, and Corrado makes a leaping catch for out number 1. Bases empty, 1 away for Gilligan Parker, who is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball runs high. 2-0. And the 2-0. Fastball called a strike. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. 2-2. And the 2-2. Roller to short. Corrado scoops it up and fires to first for out number 2. Base is empty. 2 down for Shiny Patterson. And the Cars are down to their final out here in the top of the 9th. And the pitch. Fastball high and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball misses low. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. And that changeup misses high. And Harrington falls behind 3-0. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 3-1. And the 3-1. Fouled back and out of play. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Bouncer to second. Pena has it and flips to first to retire Patterson to end the game. The Ravens take this one 3-0. That's another win for Whitey Flatbush. Masaki Harrington notches another save. For the visiting Cadillac Cars, no runs on 5 hits, no errors. And for the victorious South Haven Ravens, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. producer Phil and I will be back with the post-game show in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.